Hey, I'm Allison and this is Math Bytes. Welcome to video number 7 in our series on solving algebraic equations, applying what you've learned. We're going to take the knowledge we've gained over the last several videos and solve some algebraic equations that are a little bit more complicated. So let's see how it goes. Our first equation we're going to solve is 2x minus 3 equals x plus 8. Now, this is different than what we've seen so far because we have a variable term on both sides of the equation. But you can deal with variables just the way you deal with numbers. So let's look at that. 2x minus 3 equals x plus 8. Let's take that x on the right and let's subtract an x from both sides of the equation. Okay? So we have 2x minus 3 minus x equals x plus 8 minus x. All I've done is subtract x from both sides of the equation. Let's rearrange this a little bit so it makes a little bit more sense. On the left, we have 2x minus x minus 3 equals x minus x plus 8. Okay, this looks a little bit better. Now remember about combining like terms. You can add and subtract x's and you can add and subtract y's. They're all like terms. So on the left, we have 2 x's and I take 1 x away. So that just leaves me with 1x. 2x minus x is x. We still have our minus 3 on the left. And then on the right, we have x minus x. That's just 0. So on the right, we have 0 plus 8. So now our equation becomes x minus 3 equals 8. That should start looking a little more familiar to you. Now what do? Well, we're subtracting 3 from the variable term, so let's add 3 to both sides. On the left, we have x minus 3 plus 3 equals 8 plus 3. Minus 3 plus 3 is just 0. So on the left, we have x, and 3 plus 8 is 11. X equals 11. That's the answer. It's a little bit more complicated, but you just have to keep in mind combining like terms and treating the variables really just the way you treat the numbers. Let's look at another example similar to what we just did. Now we have 5x plus 4 equals 3x minus 6. Again, we have a variable term on both sides of the equation. So let's move one of those variable terms to the other side. Let's move that 3x. To do that, we're going to subtract 3x from both sides of the equation. So on the left, we have 5x plus 4 minus 3x equals 3x minus 6 minus 3x. Let's rearrange this a little bit so it looks a little bit better. On the left, we have 5x minus 3x plus 4 equals 3x minus 3x minus 6. Okay, on the left, 5x minus 3x. You have 5 x's, I take away 3 x's, that leaves you with 2 x's. So on the left, we just have 2x plus 4. Now on the right, we have 3x minus 3x. That's just 0. So on the right, we have 0 minus 6. So now our equation becomes 2x plus 4 equals minus 6. Now we're back to equations we're more used to seeing. 2x plus 4 equals minus 6. We're adding 4 to the variable term, so let's subtract 4 from both sides. 2x plus 4 minus 4 equals minus 6 minus 4. On the left, 2x plus 4 minus 4 is just 0. So that becomes 2x plus 0, or 2x. And on the right, we have minus 6 minus 4 is negative 10. So now we have 2x equals negative 10. We're almost there. We have a coefficient in front of that variable that is a number other than 1. So what is that coefficient? It's 2. Let's multiply both sides of the equation by the reciprocal of 2, which is 1/2. So on the left, we have 1 over 2 times 2 over 1x equals negative 10 over 1 times 1 over 2. Okay, so 1 over 2 times 2 over 1 is just 1. So that gives us 1x, or x, equals negative 10 over 2. Negative 10 divided by 2 is negative 5. So the answer is x equals negative 5. These just take a few more steps than what you've been doing so far. So don't get confused, don't panic. Just go with what you know, and you'll be able to do these too. We're going to leave you with a couple of problems like this to try on your own, and we'll give you the solutions in the next video. If you get confused, remember you can move variable terms around just the way you move numbers around by adding or subtracting them. So try these problems yourself and see how it goes. You can always check yourself by watching the next video. Thanks for watching this video. If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel. And if there's something you'd like to ask us or a topic you'd like us to discuss, email us. We're at contactmathbytes@gmail.com. I'll see you next time.